Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. In the last episode, we confronted Dr. Audran and found out all about his mad plan to destroy all the dragons on the Earth using the still-alive Firewing, who's been captive ever since the Dragonfall. Now, we had a long conversation with the Doctor, and we were actually convincing him of the madness of his plan. However, Audran, the skin-grafted orc, did not like the fact that Audran was going against what they originally planned, and shot the Doctor in the head, and apparently is sicking the subjects here in the animal testing lab on us. So without further ado, let's get going. We've got... what are you? A fire drake. Oh, it's a little baby dragon then. Okay. Well, then we definitely need to find cover. Let's go ahead and inject. And we will run right over here. Get some 11 damage, so definitely some armor there on it. Glory, I don't know if you want to go head to head with this thing. You've got 3. Oh heck, why not? Let's try a compound attack. Minus 2 AP, and we'll get an eviscerate going. Good deal. Now, medical supplies. That's going to be handy. Iger, let's have you back here. Get your sniper rifle. And a nice headshot. For 30. I'm sure we're going to have more of these guys show up as... oh, that is a big ley line. Sure, why not? We don't know which direction these guys are going to be coming from. Looks like there's nothing but pens over here. So let's have Glory finish off this one. Or at least attempt to. The armor's broke, so that's should assist us in this undertaking. Oh! Alright, good to know. Shooting them causes a flame effect and a cross formation. Alright. I think we can work with that. Plink again. Now, Iger, this is where you're going to shine because you're so far away. Let's ignore the armor completely. For 30 damage and a headshot for good measure. Now, let's, Dietrich is still a little bit low. Well, let's see if we can finish. I really doubt we're going to be able to hit. Oh, we were able to hit. Awesome. Let's keep the unbalancing going. One more. Sweet. And there's the Firewing there in her little Bacta tank. And Iger is about to be in the bad part of town. So we'll have her just hustle this way. Wretch, take cover on this side. And we have not seen them yet, so we're gonna wait. And, actually, let's go ahead and use not the Dragon Slayer idol, though we'll probably use that. Let's go ahead and use... you need to take cover as well. I actually cast that in the wrong order. That sucks. And Glory's just gonna run up here and we'll see if we can find out where exactly it went. There it is. And we can still compound attack it. Get rid of some AP. And the line of sight is still blocked, unfortunately. So let's end the turn. Oh, she's got... that's interesting. That's very interesting. If the Firewing has an action, then we're probably going to have to fight her. Eviscerate. And one more. I guess we're going to go ahead and move up. Alright, we're in range with this. And Glory only took 1 damage, so that's pretty good. Let's head back here into the middle, guys, so we don't know how many of these drakes are going to show up. And we'll cast Aim on Iger. And Iger will end the turn. Looks like this might be the last one. And they haven't even really had a chance to attack us yet. So let's make sure that they don't get a chance to attack us. Glory, another compound attack. Take care of that AP. Uh-oh. And just because I want to prevent any potential damage to my Shadowrunners. Awesome. You are in range for 16. And you are too far away for anything at this moment, Dietrich, so we're going to... Well, actually, let's cast... We'll cast Shadow right there. That's good. And can't cast Haste, so let's end the turn. He's going to run through it right through here. And that is a very, very dead Fire Drake. For hardly any damage whatsoever, too. Now then, before we go ahead and talk to Firewing... That's an HP... Oh, send that into the stash. That's kind of... That's kind of minor. Let's see if there's anything in these pens we need to be aware of. Doesn't look like it. But you never know. Maybe the Firewing can actually help us if we play our cards right. Yeah, it looks like we don't have any other options in the matter. The gaunt woman paws at the glass at your approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches up at it, startled. Firewing? A small voice whispers through the lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusty lock. Help. Please. Help. Let's see. Now the question is, do we want to free her? How do I get out of this room, Firewing? I know a way to free yourself. Then you help me. A deal. A deal if you agree to free me. Let's think this through, Wretch. Be careful. Man, I don't know. I mean, 30 years. Tell you what, you help me out of here and I'll see what I can do. The woman nods enthusiastically. I will help you, grant you release, and you'll repay me in kind. Yes, you can escape from this room. There's a panel in the floor. You can drop down, find your way into the guts of this place. There by my body is the machine. Break it, break it, break it. Well, we'll see. Interesting. I really don't know if we should let the Firewing live, guys. But we're about to transition to a new location anyway, so... Probably the showdown with Audran. Into the dark. You squeeze through the narrow gap beneath the floor panels and climb down into a large space beneath the lab complex. Darkness surrounds you and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes slowly adjust to the light, you can make out the dim planes of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else beneath the Harfield Manor, Paul Amsel's killer is preparing to wake a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. That's the thing. I mean, if we let Firewing go, isn't she going to head straight for Berlin? Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light filters in from the narrow passage above you. There appear to be light fixtures mounted in the walls, but there's no sign of a light switch. Where the hell are we, boss? It looks abandoned. I think this place is military. Judging by our depth and the markings, I'm guessing it's an abandoned missile base. That'll explain why the late Dr. Valclair chose this place for his operation. Can't be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. Let's see. Well, let's move. I owe Audran a bullet between the eyes, and I mean to pay up. We've got no choice. If we don't stop Audran from releasing that dragon, everyone in the Cruise Bazaar is dead. Indeed. So find a way back into the facility. Got some old papers. This appears to be a pile of crumbling papers, but it's too dark to read them. And fuel canister. There's a small sealed plastic can of regular gasoline. Let's pick up the gas can. That looks like a brazier, actually. Well, let's keep looking here. We've got a generator. There's a small portable gas generator with a standard pull cord. It has cables running from it to the large diesel fuel tank sitting next to it. The fuel gauge reads empty. Let's see what else we've got here before we start, pouring gasoline. There's a large diesel generator with an electric starter. The fuel tank reads empty and its readouts are dark. Let's leave the diesel generator alone. The door console obviously will not work because there's no power. Oh, this goes deeper down. Oh, enemy. Whoa, hello, big scorpion. A scorpion. Such critters here in the dark. So, let's inject. Haven't heard this music in a while. I missed it. And you shouldn't be that much of a problem if there's just one of you. Here's hoping, at least. And a compound attack to get rid of those action points. There we go. That's what I needed. Head back behind here, Iger. It's a little too... Alright, just one scorpion. Fair enough. And another fuel canister. There's a small barrel of diesel fuel. Awesome. Looks like we needed both of those. And doesn't seem to be anything else that's jumping out at me. So that's simple enough. Gasoline in the gas generator, diesel fuel in the diesel generator. Alright, let's pour the gasoline in. Easily pours into the tank. Awesome. Let's leave the gas generator alone. Get the main generator. Add the diesel fuel. With a hollow splash, the contents of the fuel container are emptied. There's a large diesel generator, 3%, and its readouts are dark. So let's start the... Oh, I thought it wasn't going to let us use them anymore. I was about to be very, very vexed. Let's pull the start cord. The little generator chugs to life. And now... let's try and start the generator. With a shudder and a plume of black smoke, the generator comes to life. Let there be light. Now, before we use that elevator console, let's see what these old papers were, first and foremost. Appears to be a pile of crumbling papers. Let's take a look. At the lightest touch, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out one small scrap that still contains legible writing. Look, George, I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you heard something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering around. We've got to finish our blasting or we won't get paid. No amount of weirdness is going to change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back. Who knows? It might be worth something. Ooh. So there's a glowing rock? Let's search for the glowing rock. Hopefully we have a little bit of power. I'm curious about that. Doesn't look to be anywhere else we can go, though, unfortunately. They were just the old papers there. Crates, generator. Alright, guess we gotta just use the door console. The panel is lit. The open door button glows dimly. Indeed. And that looks foreboding. There's a good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. Let's look through the crack. Shapes form in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. That is a huge group of soldiers. The first voice sounds nervous, young. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're going to come this way? The second voice is older, confident. They have no choice. It's the only route they have access through. There's a pause, and you hear the sound of a throat clearing. So, think we can stop them? The second voice is dismissive. With 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who's going to have to explain it to Audran if they get past us. Which is why we're not going to screw it up. Got it? As soon as any of these doors open, you shoot. Got it? Oh yeah, I got it. Let's step away from the crack. So, doors right now, not our friend. And nowhere else that we can really go. Looks like we're going to have to fight at least one of these teams. Possibly. PDA. That's always a good sign. There's a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and its buttons are non-functional. The last data entry is still on screen. It appears to be an email to someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the Awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here? Hope those Scorp sightings are just nerves. If a Drake and a Scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. They seem to hate each other even more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report back to Audran with nothing but Drake pieces to show for our time. Well, that's interesting. Let's look at the door console here. Anything we can deck? A door is locked by an old RFID-style reader and displays the text Level 3 access only. It appears to still be functional. And what does this one say? Active blasting area. Awesome. Sounds fun. Knock, knock. This looks very similar to the bottom of the Awakened Brotherhood from... Oh, there's Fire Drake. So, I'm rather curious. If they are the Fire Drakes, I wonder if we can find Scorpions and make them fight. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw some caution to the wind here. We are going to try and find some Scorpions. And see if maybe we can get these guys to fight each other. And that will make our lives a whole lot easier. And they're going to be chasing us, and it looks like they're all melee for the most part. I'm sure they have some sort of fireball or some sort of nastiness like that, but let's see. There they are. They're very slow, fortunately. Anyone else? Okay, there's his buddy. And, man, this is a huge area. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and blasting charges. Ooh. Inspect, blasting charges. Let's not risk it. Let's just go ahead and kill these guys, I'm thinking. Yeah. Do a compound attack. Good. Now you're just... Nothing's over but the boom boom. Iger, you get back here because this is the quintessential sniping spot. And Dietrich, I guess you will do your awesome little Dragon Slayer's favor right there, so you have a ley line. And here comes the buddy. Oh, they do have a flame attack. And it's an AoE. And I don't know wounded 1. Crap. So that fire actually, if we did hearth fire on her right now, it would just heal 1. So let's shoot. Keep on shooting. And that completely missed, despite the fact that it was asleep. And I guess fire does all kinds of nastiness to it. One more. And Dietrich, some medical assistance would not go amiss. For 5 HP. Better than nothing, though. Iger, can you actually shoot? No, you cannot. Let's end the turn. Are you going to shoot again? Or are you just going to walk into the fire? Even taking fire damage. Wow. Let's confirm. Still keep on laying down the hurts. For 19, good deal. Compound. That's better. Takes care of that pesky armor. Now, Iger, let's see if you can earn the big money today. Ooh, indeed. That you can. Now let's see what this stuff is. Can we drop the roof on these guys? Good size crack. Let's look through the crack in the door. Yep. Alright everyone, stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1 is watching the main door and we're to keep watch here. You see those doors open? You don't think, you just shoot. Interesting. So, looks like there's charges and whatnot over here. We can probably drop this entire ceiling on them and take care of one problem. So let's not go through any doors right now. Let's just search the rest of this huge area. Because I'm also looking for that stone we read about in the PDA. Or not the PDA, those crumpled pieces of paper. Because honestly, that rock might be important for some reason. Okay, this is where we came in, isn't it? I believe so. Oh, shapes form in the window below, but you can't make anything out. Okay, so I did see a fire drake there. An RFID ID card. Cool, that must be the level 3 access that we were looking for earlier. So, man, this is definitely a blasting area. Look at all the charges everywhere. And boom goes the dynamite. Section of the floor is drilled a hole in. You can see the explosives within. More blasting charges over here, obviously. Interesting. So we went this way. Let's head over here. Oh, scorpions. We missed our opportunity. Oh well. The scorpions are pretty squishy from what I remember. However, they do have a pretty potent poison. Imagine that. So let's light them up. And that's... Oh, there's the glowing stone that they were talking about. So we definitely need to take out these scorps. Let's get your AP out of the way here, please. Excellent. And Iger, you head right behind this barrel. We're going to use your double sniper shot. And you only have one left, so we're going to do an aim shot here for 40 damage. And, man, you don't have any cover at all, do you, Dietrich? Let's rush up here, and instead of casting, let's do a nerve bolt. That kills one scorpion. Oh, I forgot the Venom's an AoE. Well, crap. Let's see what we can do about fixing that. Let's take care of our friend here. And one more. Gotta get to the bug hunting. And they should heal up after we win. Or at least a little bit. Eviscerate. Get through that. And that should be a very dead scorpion. Plus 21 HP. Sweet. Now let's check the rest of here. See if there's anything. Here's another hole in the floor. What we got? And more scorpions. So we kind of have an idea about what's to come. But we definitely need to find out what this is. The rock glows with an otherworldly aura. You're up, Dietrich. Select someone to examine the rock. That would be our good friend here. The rock glows with an otherworldly aura. Well, let's probe the stone with our shaman power. Whoa! A 4th 6 earth elemental fetish. I don't even know what we have here. I guess we'll replace one of these. You extend a tendril to your aura. Excuse me, a tendril of your aura into the astral plane and probe the rock, feeling for fracture points that may exist outside of the material plane. The rock glows warmly as you manage to separate 2 pieces from the rest. Each is infused with the elemental power of Earth. That's cool. Well, we got an Earth elemental. That's groovy. I wonder if it gave us something else if we had inspected it otherwise. So it looks like that is all for that. Let's see if neutral turn. Chances are good that's probably like Firewing poo. And here's a hallway. Man, this place. There's a good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. Let's look through this crack. And nothing. Well. Got all kinds of options, don't we? I know... Oh, more scorpions. Let's take these guys out and then call it an episode. And here's another doorway. And I'm right behind cover, so that's convenient. Let's inject. I'm going to have Dietrich heal Glory right off the bat. Can we finish off one of these scorpions without... Yeah, almost. I'll tell you what. Let's just... Glory hasn't used her pistol in a while. Groovy. For 30, right there. And we'll use... one of Iger's nasty shots. Dietrich. First thing, you get over here, away out of AoE range. No wound to heal. Oh, okay. Well, crap. Let's do haste then. Get Iger another shot. And that should take care of this scorpion. Sweet. Let's check this last crack in the wall. And is this where... Yeah, those were those charges were. So everything connects. And another empty spot, but it looks like we have a fire drake here. Interesting. Alright guys, well we're definitely making some progress down here. Now we just need to figure out where to go. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.